Hello and welcome back to Ep.12. It is currently almost 3 o'clock, just got back from class. I got on this morning, made some couple posts, and sniped a couple of items off the Undermine journal. I just went through it and picked up some other stuff as well. So let's just go see if we sold anything and the stuff we picked up. This is one of the items I picked up this morning. I bought a bunch of Spirits of Harmony for like 100 gold each. 111, I think, was the max. And they go for around 200 gold each, but right now they're around 150. Um, if I can't sell the Spirits of Harmony for profit, I could at least trade them in for something else that will definitely give me profit. Um, but here's a couple of items I just bought getting back home. A bunch of these frozen arms of the heroes. These are from Warlords of Draenor, increases your followers' armor and weapons by 50. I don't know if these are still useful, but TSM says they're worth about 300 gold on other servers, so why not buy them? I buy like 13 of them for 30 each. Like I have to sell two of them to make back my money. I also got this really, really rare weapon worth about 72k. Got it for 10k, so that's pretty cool. I bought a bunch of these medallions of the Legion. I think these have crashed so hard because it's um, Warlords of Draenor time walking. So people think, I guess, maybe that since it's Warlords of Draenor time walking, the rep's not worth that much anymore. But I think if anything, these might become more viable because people will like dump as much of their tokens from the time walking into the Warlords rep, and then they'll probably come here and just like buy the rest that they don't get through here. Maybe I don't know, but we bought most of these at like 3k each. There were a couple that were a bit higher, but the next lowest one on the auction house right now is 9k. So my add-on will probably post these for around 7 to 8k. We got two of these Bloodwake 310 shoulders. They were both 300 gold each. I don't know why. I don't know how nobody's picked them up, but they're worth about 26k, so they're pretty decent. Well, market value. They're worth about 8k regional. And last but not least, we got these 365 legs for 23k. Let me take these out real quick and show you. So I saw these on TSM as well. I went under armor. Was it armor with weapon bonuses? Yeah. So this was posted 4 hours ago. The regional value is really high. I don't think I'm. What does it say on here? It says it's worth about 85k, which is fair. The reason I bought these, so this is like the 350 world drop. Now 365 isn't that high of an item level, but it is the highest of that slot that you can buy. So if I go to leather legs, you can only buy the crafted ones and these specific pair of 350s. So, getting a plus 15 of basically the highest item level you can get of that slot, it does make it worth a bit more. I guess he undercutted this 350 guy, which, if we can't sell it for like 85k, we could probably at least sell it for 10k profit. So it definitely worth investing in. Let me clean out the mailbox a bit and get back to you with the rest of the stuff. Okay, so our gold income is definitely picking up. We sold the T-Boost Scorching Straight Sword. I How much did we even buy that for? I completely forgot. Actually, so we bought it for 20k approximately 6 days ago, and we sold it about 5 hours ago for 91k. That is amazing. That was a 355, but again, the item level really doesn't matter. It's literally only for appearances. We also sold, looks like just some random mats, faceless followers waist cord. I don't recognize that. A pet, some more transmog mats, weapon enchant mats, and two other random pieces of transmog. We also have a 3k coming in right now, about 30 minutes away. And these are some of the items I bought early in the morning when I first woke up. Just some random transmog pieces that actually I think these were last night. I bought these two on the auction house this morning using TSM, as well as these boots later on. Oh no, maybe all this was last night after I finished recording, and then I bought these boots this morning. But yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of gold this morning. When I first got on, I totally forgot to record. Well, I didn't forget to record, but I was supposed to record it when I got back home. Um, I went ahead and threw together some more Darkmoon decks. So where are they at? Yeah, here we go. We put together 3 Tides, 2 Squalls, and 2 Blockade decks. I think we spent somewhere around like 4 to 5K for the tide sticks, 6 to 7K for the blockades, and 8 to 9K per squall stick. So we're looking at some decent margins. Maybe if all these sell, I might make 30K profit. Um, Probably not the greatest time to get them. Thursday's kind of an iconic raid day. Like a lot of guilds, there's only so many days of the week that people raid. Um, there are a couple guilds that raid Friday, Saturday, uh, but the majority of the guilds raid Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is kind of the time that people are kind of looking to buy upgrades for alts or just whatever. Um, so we did do that. Was there anything else we did? No, I think that's about it. So yeah, I mean, these medallions of the Legion, they're kind of like a gamble, but at the same time, they're not really. Just because if they don't sell, then I can just use them myself. Because eventually, I'd like to get Warlords of Draenor flying, and I don't want to grind Warlords of Draenor rep for. I think it takes like a month, literally a month of just doing dailies. So you can kind of skip that with the Legion, but as much as I want Warlords of Draenor flying, I don't really care about at the moment. Um, I would like a lot more money. So we're at 277K. That's pretty good. Hopefully, we'll get some stuff we can invest in today. I don't like sitting on a lot of gold just because, you know, gold's great for buying things, but too much gold is just a waste. You've always got to be finding stuff to kind of just put your money into, whether that's battle pets or speaking of battle pets, we haven't checked the battle pet market for a while, so we'll do that. Battle pets, BOE gear, like world drops, stuff from raids. We can kind of take a look into maybe buying, investing in some more raid gear, but um, those as well are all risky business. Um, I don't think we sold. We're still trying to sell the boots on this character because we did get 410 boots from our mythic cache. My hope is to sell these boots, and then if we sell these boots, what we can do is we can buy a cloak, miscellaneous cloak, because there is haste verse cloak, which is pretty good. Um, this one right here is the one I would buy. I'd try and get it cheaper than 300K, just because I think that's a little bit overpriced. But take a look at that, 22% upgrade for a haste verse socket cloak, whereas this, verse mastery 420 with a socket is only 16% upgrade. Um, it's just I'm going from like bad stats to more bad stats, whereas these cloaks I'm going from. I mean, the stats I have on my cloak right now are really good. So to go from like really good stats to a little bit worse stats plus a socket being a 22% upgrade, it's kind of huge. So that's my plans right now. What are these? Are these from? Oh, there's two different types of cloaks. So there's. Oh, they're just different appearances. Okay. I was like, what? I don't know if there's anything else. I don't think there's any rings. Yeah. So no, wow, 375. It's a little bit overpriced, but um, yeah, I don't think there's like any trinkets or weapons that are worth buying. Yeah, just world drop stuff. Um, So taking a look at pets, I searched by item level 24 by 25. I went over this before, and I first searched by the buyout. So, you know, all these are actually decent. Um, I usually average the price between a level 25 and a level 1 at about 3,000 gold. That's kind of on the high end just because you can level pets so fast. And with the Squirky Warlords of Draenor Garrison guy fight, um, so stuff like this, they're decent buys. I might consider buying them. My only afraid is if this guy's name's Pets for Sales, he'd probably into a big cross market or cross server battle pet trading. So I buy these to invest in them and flip them. Then, he probably comes back here with even more of these pets. And so, it's just like probably not worth my time. Another thing I do is sort by percent. So you've got like this battle pet. I don't know why it says 41% because it's obviously overpriced as it is. Um, yeah, all these are. I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe the game finally distinguishes between level 25 and level 1 battle pets, but usually it compares it to like the level 1 value. So if you can find a level 25 battle pet that's half off the normal value, then you can buy that, flip that. Because some people will pay more for a level 25 of some random battle pet just because, they look up some fight, they see this comp, and oh, they need this pet, so they just buy it because they figure, oh, if I'm going to be doing this every week, then why not just have this pet, pay for itself. Um, these people are also trying to rip people off with these Mecha Mogul MK2s. I mean, I guess according to the regional, they're worth this much, but they're really not because you got people in the dungeon finder just like getting people to like let them farm all the engineering stuff. So they're getting this in just like a couple of hours and not sharing the money with anybody else. So it's kind of a scummy thing, but people like to make money through scum ways. Let's go ahead and post this up and just finished up about an hour and a half at Scarlett Hall's. It says 2 hours, but that's because I went out to go get some food, and for some reason, even though I paused it, it started playing again. Uh, the only reason I did it for so long is because it took me forever to get this last transmog piece. It was something off the last boss. I'm not going to bother farming out the tabard because I can farm this out later on like a faster character and easier to run character. Um, yeah, we got 2 noteworthy drops. As you can see, we got about 57.5K. We did get this Sage's Cloth to the Fire Lash worth about 10K. Not on the auction house right now. And this Glimmering Mail Greaves worth about 5 to 6K. But overall, pretty poor. It was kind of hard to do runs as a mage just because going from start to finish, it's like one linear path and that's it. It's not like, I don't know, it's hard not to kill all the mobs and everything like that. But, whatever. I'm going to mail all this stuff off. And I'm going to head back there and start running Scarlet Monastery. What's up, boys? Just finished doing a whole lot of Mythic Plus. Was just running some with the guildies and stuff and trying to get geared before Mythic Raid on Friday. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. We didn't get any loot, I don't think. We did get these 420 boots, which is nice. I mean, it's got crit on them, which is really good, but mastery is our worst stat, and it's like a mastery-based crit item. So it's not great, but I mean, it's even more of a reason why I'm so happy I didn't equip these boots that we got from Mythic last week. I'm still trying to sell them. Let me show you just something absolutely disgusting. I haven't posted 450K. I wanted to sell them for more, but you'll see why in a second. So we go to cloth, boots, and then we sort by level. Raid Fighter Titan Forge 420. Look at how disgusting that is. That's a what? Raid Finder is 370? That is a plus 50 Titan Forge. Jesus Christ. And he has his listed for 350. So I post mine for 450. I'm selling it in trade chat for 400K, or I'm trying to at least. And this is what I want to get. Not this cloak specifically. I want to get a 415 plus cloak with a socket. Socket is way better than just 5 item level for me. So my plan is to sell that, use about 300K to buy a cloak with the socket, and then just dump the rest of the 100K on raid mats like flasks, augment ruins, pots, all that kind of stuff. Because it really sucks using the gold that we're farming so hard for on the character to go raid. And it's kind of, I mean, it's not really required. Like I use these prolonged powers. The flasks are really good. They're kind of necessary. But, I've got to buy battle pots for I don't have to use them all the time. It's not like every single boss I need to use an Augment Ruin, 2 battle pots, and flasks. Flasks are usually provided by guilds during raids. Food is provided. Um, when we're getting close to a kill, it gets really important to start using battle pots. But when we're first starting a boss and we're still just trying to get through the phases and mechanics, we don't need to use battle pots. If anything, I can just use prolonged pots because they're decent, for their value. Like 25 gold, they last a full minute and give a bunch of stats. So they're not as good as battle pots, but I'll pop these a lot. Now, if we're getting close to the kill, then I'll start popping battle pots and all that kind of stuff. But being able to just stock up on a bunch of that, I don't really want to dump 100k onto that. Just buy a little bit at a time for now. But yeah, check this out. I mean, we did a bunch today. We did a 15 Atoll Desire. I think we did a 13 Atoll Desire. Let me update my Raider IO real quick. We just got out of a 14 shrine. We didn't do a freehold. We didn't do Waycrest. We did 11 Motherlode that we plus 2'd. We did 12 Underrot that I think we plus 2'd, maybe plus 1. We did, did we do Tol Dagor? No, we didn't do Tol Dagor. And we did like 3 or 4 different Atoll Desires. Like we did a 15, a 12, an 11. Let me pull over this. You can just kind of have a look. I just updated it. I don't know if it has everything. It doesn't have the shrine on it yet, but it does have the 15 Atoll Desire. So we ran a 15, we 1-started. We ran a 13, we 2-started. And we did a King's Rest 13. Yeah, this dungeon's... Oh, that was yesterday. But we did Underrot 12, we 2-started. Did we do this today? No. And then we did an 11 Motherlode and we 1-started. So this really boosted our score up today. We are out to break 1,000. We're going to be over 1,000 when our 14 shrine comes in. I don't know how many points that's going to be. Like, what is a 12 temple? That's 100 points. So a 14 is probably like 120 points, minus the 40. So that's going to give us about 80 points. We're going to be looking to be around 1070, and we still don't even have a Siege of Borealis score. So that's really decent. But yeah, that's about it on this character. No new gear. We do have 2 bonus rolls for Mythic, and the 2 bosses I'm going to be popping them on are Opulence and Conclave, just because they both have the tier that has my best in slot trait, which is Flash Freeze. So Opulence and Conclave. We killed Opulence last week for the first time, so hopefully we'll get through it pretty quickly. We got pretty close to Conclave, so hopefully we'll down that this week and I can use both my bonus rolls. Yeah, we're looking pretty good over here. But it is pretty late. I did spend a lot of time today working on chemistry, so we didn't get too much done. We did a couple of runs of, different dungeons and all that kind of stuff, but let's just see what we sniped. And while I'm doing homework, I'm always sniping, so, that's kind of the nice thing about having the snipers, that I can do it while I do other stuff. We got some expires here. Let me go ahead and empty this out real quick. So you can see here we sold some Fell Slate, a bunch of gold, some random transmog, crafted ring. We sold our Orb of Deception job we got already for 22.5k. It seems a little low, but still pretty good. We bought this Crown of Endless Knowledge worth about 24k for 4k. This random 2-handed staff for 1,000 gold worth about 33k. And we sniped this level 120 at a level 350 one-handed mace for 60 gold. Yeah, feels bad to be that guy. Worth about 40k. I don't think these item level 350 weapons are actually worthwhile anymore, like DPS wise. I think at this point they're more of like a collector's transmog item, if anything. Just because if you're a class that uses an agility weapon like this. Oh, this is an int weapon. Okay. So that's a little different, but I think the only class that can really use this is Paladin. Mages can't use one-handed maces, I don't think. Oh, probably like shamans and paladins or something like that. But I mean, it's a really cool transmog piece, so I can imagine a lot of its values to that. Um, we sold our two blockade decks, which is good. Just a bunch of random transmog. We bought another Rage Possessed Greatsword for 12.5k. I already have one, but I mean, the guy listed it for 12.5k. Look at that regional. I don't know, whatever. It's an investment, and I had to double down on it, but we pay one, we pay off both, or I mean, we sell one, we pay off both of them, and make a bunch of profits, so not a big deal. Just some more random transmog pieces, some elemental more. This is all the stuff we made from Scarlett Halls. We never got the Scarlet Monastery because just as I was about to start running them, I got invited to go do some Mythic Plus. We sold our Tides deck, so might actually look into making some more decks before I get off because all of them sold except for Squalls. Probably got undercut. We need to repost that, but we bought one of the new Brawlers passes, I think. This might be an old one, but it was only 1,000 gold, not a big deal. Hopefully we can flip it. A bunch of random transmog, nothing special. And we just sold some more random stuff. Unusual compass, engineering thing, and some more mats. So overall, not too bad. Let's go ahead and collect all this. This is going to put us over 300 gold, or 300k gold. So that's very nice. Just finished listing everything. We're ending the day at about 300,000 gold. Not much stuff popped on the sniper, and nothing I have really in mind to invest in. Like we could potentially look into some raid gear, but I think I will wait till tomorrow because tomorrow's Thursday. Um, we'll wait till Thursday after, or probably Friday before raid. Maybe look into investing in some raid pieces, just because the weekend is when a lot of people are dropping money on raid gear. So we'll kind of look through that. Um, yeah, 300,000 gold, and they got almost 5 million auction value. Not quite there. Hopefully we'll hit that tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.